Hey everybody, Sam Beer Girl, and I have a new video for you guys today. And it's actually, this comes out via for Wednesday, and it's actually a topic that I've discussed previously, but I decided to revisit this topic after doing a little bit more research and kind of having maybe a little bit of a change of heart regarding this topic. The topic I'm talking about is the topic of whitewashing in anime for live action movies that I discussed after it was a huge controversy when Scarlett Johansson was playing the part of I apologize if I'm out of breath. I've been running around the house. Of Makoto in Ghost in the Shell, the live action adaptation. And after actually watching the movie Ghost in the Shell, I can understand why they're actually having her play that part. Because in reality, Makoto is not an actual human with a race. She is a robot. And that could be portrayed by anybody. My basic premise before, when I was talking about this topic previously, was because of the fact that there is a lot of white actors and actresses that do end up playing characters in live adaptations. And it's kind of cool to get some fresh blood in there, just to be able to say, or from my standpoint, it was to be able to see someone who looks like you on the big screen playing a character that you know and love. Now, after watching Ghost in the Shell, I watched the one that was released in 1995, not the new one that was in 2008. And to be honest, Scarlett Johansson will probably do a pretty good job. We'll see, though, when this live action comes out, because you know how many of us fans are when it comes to live actions. We're kind of on edge because we've seen so many bad ones. I'm looking at you, Attack on Titan. You weren't very good. And at you, Dragon Ball. Yeah, not good. Anyway, this also more so comes to light with the fact that now they're doing a live action US version for Netflix for Death Note. And there's been a huge controversy as far as the fact that the person playing L is black. I don't remember the actor's name at this point in time, and I'm sure someone in the comments, feel free to comment below on what the actual actor's name who was playing L. But I saw a video about it and I was just kind of like, okay. In a way, I wasn't too upset about it. And I know some of you guys are like, well, you're not upset about it because you're also black, so that's what you're thinking. Yes and no. But also because I finally understood, in a way, why a lot of people who weren't upset about the fact that Scarlett Johansson was playing the part of Makoto. And now I'm kind of thinking the exact same thing when it comes to this gentleman playing the part of L in the Death Note live action adaptation for a drama series that's coming to Netflix. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of interested to see it, but I also want to, now understand the point of maybe it's not so much what the actor or actress looks like, it's more so about whether or not they can portray that character and have the same characteristics and can portray the character well, where us as fans are excited for us to watch it, or us as fans think that they portrayed the character great. And the best way for me to also describe this, or to bring this up in a way that many people also understand it, is the fact that when they came out with the Harry Potter stage play that was released in London for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, there was a huge uproar when Hermione is being portrayed, and Hermione was casted as a black woman, and there was so many people that were just like, Hermione is supposed to look like this, she's not supposed to look like that. But it was a huge big deal. Everyone was like, even J.K. Rowling came out and was just like, I never said that, Hermione was white. It was just kind of what everybody pictured. So the fact that she's being played by a black woman, I think is wonderful. And a lot of people after a while kind of toned it back and was kind of like, okay, I get it. And I feel like that's the biggest thing too. And even looking at other things like just Hunger Games, which was a huge big deal when Rue was actually played by Amalda Seiberg and is a black female. And also not only that, the Senna was actually played by now his name escapes me. But anyway, it was also portrayed by a black man. A lot of people thought those two characters were actually meant to be white and not black. So I guess what it all comes down to with me revisiting this video is, looking at that old video, I understand where I was coming from, because even I have looked back on it and rethought about my stance on it. And my biggest thing was just the fact of seeing someone who looks like you on screen. Now that I think about it more, while I still do feel that way, I also feel that, it shouldn't matter whether or not whoever's casted as that character in a live action adaptation, or even if your favorite book, movie, video game, doesn't matter. as long as they're able to bring that character to life to where you're like, man, they played that character like it was nothing. I think they did an awesome job. Even though they don't look like the character, they definitely embodied that character. And I think that's the biggest thing that any of us as fans wants to see on screen. Now, that's not to say that some of us won't look past the fact of what the person looks like portraying that character, but I think it also thinks about something of us as a society, about how we feel a certain person should look if they're going to portray a certain character. For example, if they ever did a live action Sailor Moon, you best believe I would love to play the part of Sailor Moon. But I know if I ever did get that part, there would be a lot of, controversy because of the fact that Sailor Moon in the shows and all of that is blonde hair, blue eyes, and I don't look like that at all. But I think the biggest thing though is my personality like her? Do I portray her in a great light? And am I able to embody this character and bring her to life even though I do not look anything like her? And that's the biggest thing now that I realize with these live action adaptations whom they actually casted. Now, that's not to say, like I said before, that I wouldn't love for there to be, an Asian cast or someone who's of Asian descent cast as one of my favorite characters, because once again, I would love to have, an Asian little girl or Asian boy or anyone of an Asian descent be able to see someone on screen that looks like them and be like, now I know that I can basically do anything because I see someone achieving it and succeeding in it. That's not to say we don't have them. We have Lucy Liu, we have Jackie Chan, we have multiple other, great actors and actresses of Asian descent, but they're also getting older. So having some new, fresh blood in there would be absolutely amazing. But once again, it shouldn't matter what the color is. It should also really matter as far as whether or not they can bring that character to life. So maybe in a way, I'm flip-flopping on the issue, but I'm also kind of in a way changing my stance on it because I realize that some of the things I said before, while I understand it, now I get a little bit more as far as why they probably casted Scarlett Johansson as the part of Makoto in the Ghost in the Shell live action. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think that, it doesn't matter what the color of the person looks like that's portraying this particular character. And I'm sure maybe you guys are like, I don't care as long as the live action adaptation is good. And at this point, I have to agree. Because if it's good, I'm going to watch it. And I'm actually really excited for the Death Note live action drama series because Death Note's one of my favorite shows. And I feel like it might be kind of good. And who knows? They also said it's going to be more so modern and they're just kind of using it as a root of the story, and it may not exactly be a full story of that, but we'll get into that more later because I'll probably do a video on that too. But anyway, as far as my stance on this is concerned for live action adaptations as a whole and who's being casted as them and portrayed as these characters, once again, I don't care anymore what the person actually looks like, but I do care about what young people are seeing on screen and being able to think that they can achieve their dreams because they see someone that looks like them. But when it comes to live action adaptations, hey, as long as you're able to portray this character, it doesn't matter what you look like. As long as you bring this character to life, and I can say, you did a good job. Alright, you guys, but comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I would love to know, and also let me know what you think of live action adaptation as a whole. I'll have a new video out for you guys, of course, on Saturday because I post videos every Wednesday and every Saturday. Well, at least I try to. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, week, whenever you guys are watching this, and you guys will see this video on Wednesday. So, yeah. Alright, you guys, have a great whenever you guys are watching this, like I said before, and I'll also leave the links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my anime blog. Check those out as well. I post my anime blog Monday through Thursday and also on Saturday. I leave Fridays and Sundays for me time to do whatever. Alright, you guys. Bye.